Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Today we are going to be doing a show about putting together some studios. It's a quick show, and then I may do something extra. Um, Give me a second. Happy Sunday. It's October 26th, 2025. So that's pretty cool. So let's get started. Okay. So we got our calendar up and we need a Canva up, and we got that. Let's start with the first one. Hold on, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching my show. Thank you. Bear with me, you guys. Okay, compose this. Come on. Oh, bear with me, you guys. I know y'all just see me. I'm not trying to do that on purpose. And I need one more up. StreamYard. Okay, now that we got that, okay, so the first one is Daria Rudnick. Let's see if we see her. She's already on here. So now we go to Wesley Farnsworth. Okay, I like that. You know, Biggie and Tupac, I have to apologize. I see how um the reason why I bring up those two artists was because I was thinking about a skit on Martin where they said where Biggie was there and they said, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. It was hilarious. But they influenced the rap culture. I hated what they had to talk about, and I hated that I've been influenced to be have to listen to something like that. How would you? I apologize to them. They're heavily influencing the community, but What what do talking about killing, what would that do to a 10-year-old? Talking about killing, you know, they have been an influence on my life as well, and that's why I shut that door. Unless I go into a song knowing that it's not going to influence me. Why can't it be about, why can't they use frequencies to make you smarter? Why must it make you want to kill or be killed or kill yourself? That's all I'm saying. Give me a frequency, drop a beat. Hey yo, drop a beat that's gonna make me smarter than an average person. But all it do is make you want to do things that you normally wouldn't do. I mean, think about the guy that killed that Ukrainian girl. What music was he listening to? And that's all I'm saying. They both been actively in the community, but they didn't even get a chance to do anything for the community. They just knew people. I have reason to believe that this is why Black men kill. Don't get mad at me for being a messenger. This is why Black men do stuff, because of your fans that you do wherever drugs you're on. You listen to them and you're affected by that. So that's just my interpretation. Even African men from Nigeria, I never hear their music. Their music is totally different than the culture here. As a Black man, you're 85% likely to listen to rap music. And then the white men that listen to rap music have to ignore half the shit that's being said in the rap music, because it's about um sometimes white people, sometimes in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. That's why I shut that door, because it's divided, white versus Black. I know a lot of rap songs. Don't get me wrong. I have to admit, I know a lot of rap songs. But I, I don't care if I'm blacklisted or not. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just being honest for everybody to wake some people up. I won't wake up everyone, but some people. As long as I get to some people and show them how rap is killing our Black men, because the only thing they can think about is a new set of Jordans, a hat, and either smoking weed, smoking crack behind doors, or shooting someone or killing someone. And it shows in the records of how many, over 1 million Black people, and 65% of that is men in jail. Is that what you want our society to be like? You have the power to change. You want your 3-year old listening to I Hit 'Em Up. I'll say it blatantly. You want your family listening to a 3-year old listening to I Hit Your, I F Your Wife Biggie, like the beef that was going on between Nas and Jay-Z. They both made money. Between Biggie and Tupac, they both made money, but they were sacrificed. I don't want a 3-year-old listen to that. But I'm either going to foster or adopt. I might have to adopt, but either way it goes, I want to grow some kids by 13, 14. I say about 10 or 11. I want to adopt a child around 10 or 11 so I can mold them into wanting to break down and translate and make data code. If I can, at least, I've always been away from children, and it makes me mad because I'm like, some of these parents don't even deserve to be parents. They just popped out a kid for an extra social security check or extra income, you know. And I'm just saying, like, it's so many things that we could be doing as parents. I took my children to them. I wasn't the best parent, but I didn't have a child so that can be another paycheck. I had a child because it was fruitful to have children. And I don't want a 10-year-old in a messed up place. I want to drop gemstones. Every time I was helping my nieces and nephews and my younger people around me when I was younger, they looked up to me. And I still got that. I don't want them at 15, because at 14, 15, they think they know it all. At 10, they look up to whoever is putting the food on the table, whoever is providing for them. They look to their parents for affection at between ages 10 and 11. By 13 and 14, they already developed their own personality, yet they're still making mistakes. And I base this on how much I studied myself and studied other patterns as I was around children that were my age at the time. But I do not support certain rap music. And I know that hurts a lot of people. I don't care, because it's like, why would you want your child growing up, unless they're old enough to understand that interpretation? Keep their ear virgin to at least 17 to 21 years old. Keep their ear virgin from that type of music, because at age 10, what they're going to do is listen to that and think that's the way of life, to shoot. That's why you got these badass juveniles out here that are shooting up cop cars and shooting people at age 13 like they're grown. You listen and you give them that type of music, and they're gonna sit up there and perform. I'm sorry. That's the only way to I hate to say this, but that is the only way to literally save your child, not the Black community, but your child as being in the Black community. Now, people like T.I., who I know them all. I don't know them personally, but people like T.I. who talk about breaking the law not maliciously and trying to make a better way of life. I'm not talking about people that's giving you the blueprint on how to rob people, or giving you the blueprint on how they stab up people or shoot people so that they can reign, and stay in power. That is scary. A rapper is so scary to me, because they may not live, even if they're living. Um, here is the link for the show. Here is the link. See, see you tomorrow. Please confirm. Okay, compose again. I'm sorry, man. I'm actually not sorry. I just wish y'all understood that we were exposed as young adults to violence. And then it's like being exposed, being in the wild, and then going to a contained place where people don't do those type things. It's like a circle. We were in a ghetto circle where what we did and how we try to accomplish was totally different than outside of the circle for like years. And then you go outside of the circle and you're like, how do I do this? That's how it is in the ghetto. Here we go. Hello?
Hi, I'm calling for Kimberly Cloud.
This is she.
Hi, Kimberly, this is Albert Lanier.
Hi, Albert. How are you? I got your message. I was going to get back with you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd call because I just did an interview yesterday. I mean, I actually conducted an interview for my newsletter, so I was a little busy. So sorry I didn't reach out to you sooner. But
I have a question. Would you like to do an interview today? Do you have time?
today, I can do it today. I mean, it's up to you. I can
What
do it today.
do you have something new you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, because I what happens is I have like multiple things when I go into an interview. I normally have like several things to promote, and I can't promote everything in one show. So I figured since I got off my promotional tour that I would, excuse me, that I would focus on my podcasts and maybe my YouTube channel.
Okay. We can talk about that.
Yeah, and I think I had some stories. I was supposed to go on another show, and not another show right away, but I think I have some like stories about being a film reviewer and stuff like that, doing film festivals, stuff like that. So, yeah, I think I'd kind of like to do that because I was thinking I had a good time being on your show. I thought I'd like to come back, and I finally got off my promo tour, and so I thought, yeah,
How
it's
about
okay. So it's up to you. When would be a good time to do your show today?
um at 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock.
Okay, that's 3 p.m. your time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pacific.
Okay, and okay, 3 p.m. Pacific. Okay. I don't know what that is my time, but
You're on Hawaiian time, right?
Hawaii, yeah, correct.
I forgot which time that is. What time is it now? We're about to figure this shit out. What time is it now?
It's about 9 a.m.
Oh, so that is a 3 hours behind. I'm 3 hours
Right.
ahead of you.
Yeah, that's usually about 3 hours. I just didn't know the exact time. I just didn't remember the exact time. So, if you want to do 3 p.m. your time, I guess I can do that.
Okay.
I just have to prep I'm just having to watch games today because I do a call-in segment on a show in California, sports show in California. So I can do that tomorrow. So
Can you do me a favor?
yeah,
Can you at least email me once more, but send the highlights that you wanted to talk about so I can make a whole new like bio.
all right. So I'll just go and do that.
Okay.
Okay. All
Take
right.
care, Albert. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Holly. Oh, they didn't send the bio and pick. I'm so glad that I requested it. I love me some Lindsay Blick. Not in a gay way. Not saying that gay people are bad. I'm just saying I just love her. Okay. So, Lindsay Blake, could you send Holly, what's her name? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, good. I felt so stupid. Usually that'll be like change where it'll show where it's actually at, like my invitation. I thought that this was my invitation, so that's why I didn't go straight to it. I was asking my TikTok group, I was like, um, what did I say? Hold on. I said, how many people lie on a daily basis a day in order to maintain friendships? I didn't say it this extensively, but in order to maintain friendships, family friendships, even dog or cat relationships, how many people lie a day on a daily basis when sometimes they don't even have to lie? Just a habitual liar. How many of us do it a day? So now I'll go to Canva. Did I download her pic? Hold on. No, I didn't. Let's see. Nope, didn't download it. Go to Canva. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's something in a criminal's mind, a habitual or repeat criminal that, and some people do it too. There are some people that never go to jail that should be in jail. And there are some people that do go to jail, but they have a repeat pattern. They continuously go to jail. And so they lie. If they can tell you the sky is green, you know, they would literally lie. Hold on, let me take that one out because I want to get her hair. Okay, that means I have to lift this up right about there. There we go. Wrong date. What date is this for? The 30th. Okay, waiting on you, computer. I'm not gonna, okay, there you go. See, if we can do what a computer do, upload and download, which we kind of do, but sometimes we'll forget, like mediocre people will forget something, like what if we can contain all the thoughts we have over between 6,000 and 12,000, or even more possibly thoughts that run in our heads. We only hear certain ones. That's fact. I learned that from classes. I forgot. I think it's 6,000 or up to 25,000. I think that's why I'm sticking with the ballpark of 6,000 on up. Plus, just say 6,000 plus thoughts that come through a person's mind daily. What if we can retain those thoughts? It's like our body is sending us signals. Hey, look, and only the stars of the thoughts, the main thoughts, the thoughts that are sometimes good and sometimes bad, come up. The main thoughts sending signals. Oh, where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, it's up here. I'm guessing it's that one. I think I should delete this one. Can you hear what I hear? Nope. Oh, how did that happen? Let me delete that. Oh, what if I didn't send it off? Hold on, let's do this first. One thing at a time. Okay. She's sending me people. Um, I like her, and there's another guy. Oh, I forgot his name. I'm gonna have to go down the list. I told him I would get back with him, and um, let me write that down. One more. Wait, I'm not going to do that one because that's going into November 5th. That's 2 weeks. But I can do this real quick. 30. Number 30 commercial. Let me tell you how it goes. I know that flow. I'm like, it. I love that song. I'm being cheap. Oh my God. Why won't I pay for more storage knowing I need this, not want it? Okay. So now, let me take, give me just a second, you guys. I'm not finished. I have a picture of him. Don't you? Oh my God, I am so grateful of Canva and StreamYard. They have never let me down. Only the networks have let me down, like with outages and stuff. Um, but StreamYard, for the most part, houses all of my videos, years of videos. I have over 3 years of videos, 200 hours, and I've deleted. That's what I have, almost 200 of solid interviews. But I have deleted way a lot. Um, I'm gonna do it just like let's go to uploads. Where are you at? Do I remember? Hold up. He has to be up here somewhere. Nope, I went too far. Okay. Emergency. That's pretty cool. Um, all I need is this. Bear with me a second, you guys. Okie doke. Got the picture. Go here. Upload files. Oh my God, how did that happen? Thank God for the back button. Welcome to the earth, to California. Such a long. Oh, hold up. Oh, I think okay, that's good enough. Okay. Okay, you guys. I'm thinking, is there anything else I can be doing behind closed doors? I'm thinking, um, I put together the studios, I sent it off to the guests, and well, there's absolutely nothing else to do. I have a show at possibly at 3 o'clock. Um, hopefully it goes good by the grace of God. And I I know it will. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys listening and watching me. You guys get the glory too. God bless all of you. Even my haters that took a nail to go to swallow it. It took a nail. I had to swallow a nail saying that. Um, God bless the haters too. You know, there's some people that eat nails, gross, and then they have surgery and they have all these metal in their tummy. It's a habitual habit. When I was younger, I don't know why, but I used to eat on chalk at the tender age of 7. Y'all remember? Some of y'all don't even know what a chalkboard looks like, you know. But I'm all of 6, 7, chewing on some chalk. Crazy, crazy. Um, I hope that y'all have a wonderful day, and I will be back on here at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Um, do I have anything else to talk about? I think that I should leave it like this. I believe I should leave it like this. The reason why I'm going around in circles because I plan just for the studio collaboration with me and me, put myself in with a collaboration with putting the studios together. Other than that, I didn't plan on what I was going to talk about afterwards. So this is basically just freelancing. Man, I would feel so stupid if I was up on a podium not having much to say. I can easily talk about my life, easily start talking about my life, which I do on a regular. But and then I would be flowing with the conversation, but I did not prepare for this. So so far so good. I'm doing good in class so far. Um, he said I have a B in the class, and I'm like, okay, as long as it don't drop down to a C. I'm gonna try to put A like material out there, but I know I'm not good at really spelling, like not even it's not the spelling, it's a little of both. The spelling and the check. I can admit that sometimes I'll write stuff and not read through them, but it sounds good. But on paper and writing it down is two different things. Like writing with a pen, I usually catch my spelling very quickly. But writing and typing, you looking down. Some of my keyboard buttons don't execute the way they supposed to. So I can hit the SEC button and EC will pop up and not S. I've seen it happen, or it'll jump from one section to another, especially on Facebook, especially on Facebook. So yeah, um, that's about it. You know, anything else to talk about? I'm thinking I want to really pull out my books that I have right there that I written in. I need more books. I probably go by the Dollar Tree and get a couple of more journals. I'm gonna start keeping my journals, and since I'm going to be getting a, a house, I want to keep my journals. I'm gonna start writing more. Now, whether I want it written down or on a computer, you know, I don't know. Then I have to worry about the things I have to worry about. I'll say this and then I get off there. The things I have to worry about is more furniture because I'm gonna have like I probably get lucky with a 4 bedroom, and I have my journals in one, a gym in one, a my wig's in another one, you know. So yeah, and business room to discuss it to be just like this room. So I need the space because it's like it gets cluttered in here real quick, and I'm not a dirty person. Like seriously. The stuff I seen, the stuff, I would love to throw someone my age that whether white or black, it doesn't matter, a woman or even a man in my situations, the stuff I have seen, y'all probably wouldn't be able to handle it. You probably have a heart attack and die. The reason why I say that is seeing how some people live. And I'm going to tell all of my story. Oh my God, I was all of 12. I won't say the whole story. Nobody knows the story except me. I'm pretty sure they don't watch my show. This was nobody knew about TikTok or Facebook, but I was went to my friend's house and she had a disabled sister. And I was like, okay, it's nothing wrong with that, But if you don't pick up after a disabled person, um, things will happen if you let your house go. And they let their house go. I didn't know what I was coming into. I thought, hey, look, I'm just going over my friend's house. And I've been seeing these commercials, these reels about men and with their, and this was a female by the way, but men that sleeps over their friend's house and have roaches. But she didn't have roaches. But I'm getting to the point. It's a point. So I sat up there and I drank some water, a whole bunch of water. We ate food, and I didn't see the bathroom. I didn't see the bathroom at all, mind you. So I got to take a nice urination, and I have to go real bad. And I go into the bathroom, and it's feces everywhere, smeared everywhere, everywhere. It just makes me irk. But I'm not mad at the disabled girl. She couldn't help it. But I'm not a dirty person. So I cringed. I was like, oh my God, And then I went to the other bathroom. She had two bathrooms and the same thing. It was feces on the toilet, like smeared. And I had to pee real bad. Now let's pause here. What would you do in that situation? It was crazy, man. It was crazy. I was like, whoa, man. So, yeah, I was in middle school and, yeah, right before I got homeschooled. And I never forget that day. I can't believe I even brought it up. But when, you know, how the government works is that they'll put stuff in these reels are geared towards what makes you laugh and your capacity to understand them. And it makes you think about your horror stories. You know, at least I can say that I have never, ever had a bug crawl in my ear. That goes for everyone out there. whether you have roaches or you don't. I have never had a bug. I would go crazy. And oh man, like I said, let's catch up to my memories. If you can catch up to the memories that I have, you probably be like, you probably give me a purple heart award. Because I even going in to Philadelphia, man, going into Philly. Oh my God, I had to take a cold shower, man. It was terrible, man. It was terrible. Like gunfire at night. It was straight gunfire. It wasn't play gunfire. They're not saying we about to play like we gangsters. Okay, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. No, this was real gunfire. They were shooting in the air or shooting at something at night. That's a scary thing. That I'm so blessed right now that I don't have to deal with that because it was all night till like 4 in the morning. It would go from 11 o'clock to 4 in the morning, right before daybreak. How much guns do you have to have? It's like a war zone, literally. Some people feel gangster going to Philly. They like, oh, I didn't die. If you black and you visited Philly for real in in the ghettoest places and you didn't die, be thankful that you lived to tell another story. I cannot, I was so appalled by the mayor saying that they got this on lock, that they really is no crime in Philadelphia. That's where I draw the line at because people are getting shot randomly. And it's just scary. It's scary. And I may not, I dislike some, about 70% of the rap music, but a black man has it hard because, and I'm not trying to say white men don't have it just as hard, but my reason is because if you're a rapper, you either gonna die or you're gonna kill someone and eventually die. If you're a black man living in the hood, the chances are you may get shot if you say the wrong thing out of your mouth. Or just a black girl being an innocent bystander in the hood, a 3-year-old getting shot. And they claim the bullet don't have no name on it. How can you say those ugly things or ugly word out your mouth, sentence out your mouth? A bullet does have a name on it. And that's all I'm saying. I'm just keeping it real. So if you don't like what I have to say and you're black out there, you know, I I keep it fair. I keep it fair. I'm not trying to say, you know, that black people may uh, be the reason why there's violence in America. I don't know those statistics. What I do know is this: we get influenced by what we listen to. Almost everything you do is revolved around music. And some of y'all are on drugs, just like some white people are on drugs, but some of y'all are on drugs. And it's like, it's polluted your mind. It pollutes your mind when you're on drugs and you're not thinking straight. I wish they could have drug tested that guy that stabbed that Ukrainian girl, or they could have looked back at his history. Maybe one day somebody white rubbed him the wrong way and he was waiting on get back from them. But if it wasn't for the white people that let you out, that let you out, that lady's life would have been saved. Nobody deserves to die because you don't like white people. That's all I'm saying. And I acknowledge that um, they do have it hard. But just as some black men say, they don't want a lady's baggage. I don't want your baggage to be sitting up there claiming to have it a ton of words after you did several things that are illegal and possibly got away with it or didn't. But you can have the hopes to change. You can have the hopes to change. And nobody wants to listen to me. It's like what I say falls on deaf ears. They rather talk shit and they rather sit up there and just belittle me because of my opinion. And I'm just being honest, man. You have the will to change. It's not like you shut out of all jobs. If you work a McDonald's job, then try to work another job. You can make ends meet because there are some things that I'm shut out of because of my charge. But I did it, but it wasn't my fault. And so there's some things that I'm shut out that I'm working on for myself. So you can't say I don't feel what you've been through. I have a charge. Even Trump has charges. That's there's so many jobs out here. It's not an excuse. And then with the new technology that's coming out, with the new technology that's coming out and warehouses, you know, it's going to be 4 years, almost 3.5 years of arresting and detainment. So if you are black, that's what you have to look forward to, and you're a male. If you continue to break the law, if you are breaking the law. So all I'm saying is to to and then put your kids in the military. Try to do what you couldn't do for yourself for them. If you got family, put your family to work at 15, 16 so y'all can support each other. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not hating on black people. I'm not hating on black men, but I'm just giving y'all my sound advice because if you continue to break the law, eventually you're going to go to jail. When they have FBI and other high places going and flooding the streets of different cities and communities, they're looking for the repeat offenders. They're clustered. They're literally using predictive statistics on who they're going to catch and what their population is. So they have the data. They're not just going to not look and say, he's black, arrest him. You know, they're going to have the predictive analysis on or analytics on someone. I was a part of that predictive statistics. I have to work harder at finding the right, like for instance, in California, I'm kind of glad that Gavin Newsom made it so that they won't ask you on your application if you're a felon. I'm not a felon. I'm so thankful that the courts did that for me. But if you're a felon in some places, you get restricted. Your housing get restricted to basically you living in a fuck up place in that area where they'll take you and they won't work on shit or work with you or nothing. They'll rape your pockets. But it's what you make out of it. But you don't think that the more you break the law, that eventually you won't get caught. That's all I'm saying. And I love my black men because if it, and my white men, if it wasn't for a black man saving me, when I would have ended up committing a more horrific crime, I wouldn't be here today. So yeah, I'm not saying that black men are bad people, but you have to wake up and be alert. You may be a businessman selling drugs. You may have gotten away with killing people, but it's time to stop. How long do you think you can get away with that? Like, how long? And then the ones that are doing good get labeled as bad people. Even the ones that are doing good will run from the police because it's like it's in their genes. And when I say I mean every word, every line I'm saying. Literally, is it in their genes? So, yeah, I love all of you guys, but I don't want to see someone make us look bad. Make your life better. Don't go to jail again or move. If you're going to rape your pockets or make money selling drugs, get out of that life because that life is going to lead you in jail. If you have a family, if you have a wife, or even if you have a husband, get out of that. That's all I'm saying. You can do better living. Why can't you control your feelings? You have to ask yourself that. Why can't you control your feelings? There's rumors out there that black men have, and probably women too, have a genetic code that makes them more aggressive than white people. There's a rumor, but we don't know how much that is to be true. So let me get off of here. Bye.
Never waste my time. You are I want.